Episode 10. Survivor, Season 48, Episode 10. Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my full live watch-along for Survivor, Season 48. We're Episode 10 already, guys. That means there's only, three episodes left, right, of this season, and it's been a good one, right? Let's see what happened last week. David went home in a blindside that caught everybody off guard there, shaking up the alliance between Joe, David, Shaheen, and Kyle, the strong guys, right? Leaving Mary out now to fend for herself. So, if you haven't seen one of these from me before, guys, obviously I can't show you. I'm hitting the play button now because it's just the previously on stuff. And so that's why it has to be mixed. And basically, David kind of, he overplayed his hand a little bit, pushing the strong guy alliance a bit too much, and it came back to bite him. And we'll have to see how the fallout goes here for the alliance. Are people going to finally catch on that they need to break up Joe and Eva? We'll have to see on this week's episode of Survivor, Season 48, Episode 10. We're in it. Night 17. So, oh, yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah, of course.
Mary. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this, though, because now Mary's forced to play the game again, because she was just riding David's coattails.
Strong Herculean people.
Herculean.
Played me and David.
Yeah. Well, you got a little too comfortable, Mary. And you're a really good player. You should have... Okay, so she's basically telling you that you're not going to be winning with Eva. Eva's telling you, Mary, you're not going to win with me in control.
I'm not going to play that. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, yeah, you're just going to have to play the game, Mary. You were relaxing too much.
Now, being myself, Joe, Shaheen, and Kyle.
So Eva, Joe, Shaheen, and Kyle are the final four in their eyes. Are they going to be able to break up any of that today? We'll have to see. So that leaves Mitch, Camilla, Mary, and Star on the outside looking in. And if Mary could put those pieces together, we might be able to shake that up. Although Camilla's working with Kyle, so I don't know.
And what we need to do is we need to find a way forward. We can't just sit at the bottom of this here.
Camilla sees that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we just all, if the four of us...
Okay, so they're putting it together. The whole new revolution.
Will be televised.
They won't see it coming, huh? Basically, you don't want Joe or Eva to win immunity so that you can flush out their idol, right?
Joe is the strength / body, and Eva is the heart.
And if you can't get... Okay, so you want Joe. If you can't get Joe, then you got to take out Eva. You got to start chopping them out, guys. This is Survivor.
And spirit goes a long way.
Yeah, Star. It does go a long way. Opening crawl for this episode, episode 10. Hmm. So I think Mitch would work with Mary and Camilla and Star. It'll be if, see, Camilla might be able to work enough with Kyle to sway them to get Shaheen, Joe, or Eva. Shaheen, Joe, or Eva, one of them has to go home this week for this plan to work, for them to get the upper hand. Because if Star or Mary or Mitch goes home this week, then they're just going to get steamrolled till the end. Right? Because that's the way Survivor works. So, guys, if you don't know, we do this live. If you get upset that I keep on flicking back and forth, it's not editing. This is the live stream. And we're in. Just past the credits here for Survivor, Season 48, Episode 10.
So, one.
Mitch is telling them a story. Pitbull.
And Paul, and I.
Did you scream? Okay, we're opening up with a story with Mitch here telling them about a dog incident. And why are they telling us this, guys? Are they going to be sending Mitch home today? I'm sorry, I'm looking for clues.
Hilarious, likable, fun to be around. Like the mailman thing.
Mailman.
Kyle, Eva, and Joe. Maybe they'll just start thinking.
Yeah, but what are you going to be able to sell them, Shaheen? What are you going to be able to say? Oh, just accept your fate that you get to the final 6? Okay, so Joe leads off with that. Let's get to the 6. Okay. So they think they've got a final 6. But the problem is that when you realize that you've got a final 4, who's that 4th person? Right? Is it going to be Shaheen or Kyle? That's the 4th one out when it comes down to the 4? Who's going to be that last one that'll be voted so the final 3? Because Joe and Eva are never going to split up. So it's either going to be Shaheen or Kyle that's going to have to realize they're on the 4th. And how are they going to be able to work with these other people to break that up?
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Also, guys, in case I accidentally leave the audio on or something too long or the picture, I'll mute it in post and it'll get fixed in a day or so. Yeah, so that's our first commercial break. That's 9 minutes and 30 seconds in, guys. 9 minutes and 30 seconds is in. Looks like we got another small deliberation here. Small accounting of something. Then I'm hoping it's Survivor auction or some kind of challenge. Mitch snoring.
Snoring no more. Bitch, can you wait for other people to go to sleep before you
I know some people that are like that. It's like, okay, guys, let's go to bed. You just crawl into the sheets. Like literally a minute later, it's just like this snoring like a walrus. It's like, how? It's like you just barely get into a comfortable position to go to sleep, and then it's just like for God's sakes.
The two-way tie thing. Yeah. Like them four. Yeah. And then once we do the two-way tie thing.
So Mitch isn't saying that he's not trusting Star.
Really just wrote my name down at the last tribal council.
So Mitch is going to take some convincing here. I bet Star's going to regret giving her idol to Eva now. Okay.
Part of the core alliance I'm being used is just a number.
Camilla is
Well, did you want to see it?
questioning her alliance with Kyle. And we haven't had a challenge yet, or recently with a puzzle, right? That
If that means that we all still have a fighting chance in this game.
Yeah. I'll vote out Joe if he doesn't have the idol.
So like, how would that go down?
yeah, Kyle and Joe bonded last episode, right? But sometimes burning jury members can work in your favor when you're making your case at the end.
I feel like if I go with that, it's going to be very hard for me to get.
So she's offering some good points here, saying that, okay, you don't have to do the dirty work on this one. I will. Okay.
This is an incredibly tricky part of the game because I am smack dab in the middle.
Yeah, this is where you got to start weighing out your options, start calculating. Okay, so Kyle is going along with it. He's selling it. He's saying, okay, so Camilla's along with the final six. Okay, so that little bit of information there, that break was worthwhile. So after the next commercial break, it looks like we're getting a reward challenge here at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. 14 minutes, 50 seconds. Looks like we're in a challenge here. Is this like a balancing? Is this the one where you hold onto a rope for a long time? And you slowly have to build up a thing? No? Reward challenge, okay. No auction. Feet and arms tied. Oh, you got to slide through the sand. Okay, no, we've seen this one before. Drag the buoy. Three rings. Okay. What do you got?
Person to finish wins reward.
What's the reward? Yep. Afternoon picnic.
Fried chicken and waffles.
Fried chicken and waffles.
Fried chicken and waffles.
I never understood that mix. Because fried chicken is salty and then you got the sweet waffles. Yeah, they're getting into it at least. I'll tell you this though. Out of the final 8 here, I think that we've got, they know that they've got to play the game strategically, but it doesn't seem like there's animosity. It's like, okay, we've got to get this person out because I hate him, because I really like him. I don't like the way that he treated me on this aspect of the game. No, it's not like that this season. So I appreciate it for that. All right, we're underway. You got to put it in your mouth? And you're going to get a mouthful of sand. Shaheen's got good technique, although that's going to come at a cost of his knuckles. Huh. It's going over those little dunes, those mounds that they built up. Yeah. Gotta sacrifice your skin. Shaheen stuck. Eva. You think Joe would be able to do this one rather quickly? A lot of grunting. Yeah, because it hurts. It's sand. Rubbing on the bare skin. Kyle. Kyle's in the lead. He's untying. Looks like Cheyenne's going to be there. Joe's good. Mitch is good. Mary and Eva are good. Okay. Camilla's. Yeah, Camilla's struggling. Doesn't look like she's going to make this one, guys. Rope management, huh? Joe would know something about rope management. No? Yes? Kyle looks like he's tripped up, though. Cheyenne and Joe are in the lead. See if Joe can make this toss. Ooh.
Quickly, so do not slow down.
Kind of an underhanded toss there from Cheyenne. I don't know if I like that technique. Yeah, just toss it to see what the weight is like. Yeah, you never know. Some people might be really bad at throwing these rings. Ooh, Kyle lands his first one. Joe gets another one. Eva gets one. Oh, I thought Joe already had one. I thought it must have fallen off. Looks like okay, so some are falling off after they looks like they ring it. Oh, so it doesn't have to be on each separate one. It could be on the same one. Wow. Good show, Kyle. If Kyle's able to come from behind here a little bit and win, I think that'll be a good boost to his ego. Oof. Joe for the win. No. Ooh. Kyle wins reward. And Joe would have won. He was right behind him. Well done. Good show, guys. Now he's going to be able to pick people, right? He'll be able to take some people. Yeah.
It's going to pick you up, take you to a new place
You've never been. One person.
She's just been a really big support for me in this game.
Joe said, oh, wow, there. Was he expecting to be picked?
I know that she's been going through sort of a rough time.
Wow. Pick Camilla. Because she was in... That's an okay pick. I don't think people will suspect an alliance. Their alliance. One more.
You know, he literally hasn't been able to eat coconut out here.
Oh, Shaheen can't eat coconut? Is he allergic to one of the components in there? Could be. That's an interesting split, though. Because Kyle and Shaheen and Eva are part of Joe's alliance, so he's not going to be able to talk to any of them. I wonder if it was a little bit of strategy there. That's a nice boat. Those engines look like they've got some serious horsepower.
Are we tight? Like,
Oh, Mitch feels a little betrayed. You got picked last time, though, Mitch. I know it's disappointing, but we'll have to see. That was a good challenge. I like that. I want to see an auction. Hopefully next week we'll have an auction. Do you guys get seasick? Could you handle the chop? I can handle it as long as I can see the horizon. I can go up and down in some bad waves as long as I can see that horizon. But if I can't, then it gets to me.
Oh my god, the wolf!
Taking the whipped cream. Careful, though.
Shaheen pelting me with a handful of whip.
I'm glad Camilla got to go there, too. Because let's face it, if let's say Kyle took Shaheen, Joe, and Eva, that would have been a little too obvious, right?
Yeah.
Do not let Mary or Star God.
Okay. So, okay, so I see that logic there, Kyle. That he was trying to make Mitch, Mary, and Star a little bit angry that they didn't get to go so that they can listen to some reason if things don't work out at the immunity challenge. You know, they say, hey, guys.
Kind of hard not to stress about it, huh?
Mitch.
Mitch and Star.
Yeah.
And that could be a problem. We can.
Yeah. Joe sees a little bit of that angle. Don't let it wear you down.
I mean, it does leave me feeling vulnerable.
Oh, you're just going to say that to her face,
It never
Joe.
was like David did this. It was like Mary and David.
Hmm. But you kind of almost did, Mary.
But
Is it ridiculous?
Point, everyone thinks I'm the villain.
You can.
Well, at least Joe's being honest about it, though. So I would totally respect that Joe's being honest about it.
Thinking he's gonna vote me out, and then I'm gonna get.
Well, yeah, he is being real.
Together, force them to go to rocks. Hopefully, they'll flip on each other.
You don't have to necessarily make them go to rocks, though, if you think that they need to split the vote.
Because right now you're at the bottom of that line.
They're walking around with the sand on them. My first operation would be to get that sand off me.
I'm down to go to rocks. Star's down to go to rocks.
It doesn't look like Mitch is buying it, though. Unfortunately, Mitch, that's the cards. Those are the cards you've been dealt, Mitch. And if you look at these numbers, it's not in your favor.
You don't have a shot.
So Mitch is saying if he doesn't make a move, he doesn't have a shot, which is true. It's being written all over here. So if they go to rocks, I don't know if I'd like that, though. I don't know how else. Oh, we're already at the immunity challenge. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. So we're at 31 minutes now, guys. 31 minutes immunity challenge. Joe has the necklace right now. Hopefully, or luckily, he won't retain it. We'll get to 7.
Today's immunity challenge. First things first, Joe. Row.
Okay, so this is the balancing one where you got to build the immunity word. This is a classic and a very tough challenge. This is a frustrating challenge because you can get down to the last one, the eye on top, and have it spill. And we've seen this one go for a long time in the past, right?
Voted out 4th member of our jury.
Rice is on the table.
This works. There is a price for the rice.
A negotiation? 3 to sit out. I don't think the numbers are there to get someone to sit out. Yeah, I think
in Survivor 41 when we did
Probst is seeing that there's it's going to be tight here. Yeah.
Rice, beans, steak, whatever over there, and no, I'm competing today.
Well said, Shine. Yeah, couldn't have said it better. Because you're there to compete, right? That's what Shine just basically said. And 7.
Survivor's ready.
Survivor's ready.
Go.
Go. There we go.
Point is,
and this one's so tricky because it's not always keeping the line taut. There's a certain slackness that you have to have in it. So there's a sag in the rope, which makes it feel really weird. Because you think that if you can just keep it tight, it should be fine, right? Like, see how much the rope is dipping? And just like that, star. And traditionally, slow and steady has won this race. And I mean like slow in the learning phase here. I think if I were elected to be on the show, this is one of the challenges that I would study in my backyard. I would recreate it and get a big length of rope like that. Although that rope would probably cost like $100 or something. That thickness. in that length. Rope isn't the cheap anymore. I guess it wouldn't have to be a high quality rope though.
Everything, and that is the risk of playing aggressive.
I like how Joe has it tucked. Have we seen that before? This would be cool if Camilla could pull it out. Oh, Eva's struggling. Star almost loses everything again. Yeah, they all seem to have sweat. Joe's got the band across his forehead. That's smart thinking. Come on, Camilla. Just slow and oh, Camilla drops. Yeah, imagine he just had a fly buzzing around. Imagine if it was a wasp. You'd be like, oh, for God's sakes. You just got to let it sting you. And hopefully it doesn't sting you more than once or twice before it decides to bugger off. Slow and steady.
Dropped yet.
So it looks like you could go fast at the start, early on, and then eventually you have to slow down to a certain pace. Oh, and Joe drops out again. Good. And Shaheen's going to win? And the thing is that the more and more times that it drops, the more fatigued your arms get, right? Because you're going to hold a certain tension. Come on, Mitch. It'd be cool if Mitch got it. See, I don't know if I could do it. I would begin to shake because I'd get too nervous. That's where my game would be at risk. Holding it steady. Kyle and Joe is back getting into this. Joe. Look at that focus on Joe's face. I was kind of hoping Camilla would have been able to pull that out. Yeah. He's moving so slow. And that's the way you got to do it, right? And I'm a little bit like Kyle. See how Kyle had his tongue like that? I do the biting thing sometimes too. The especially when I play video games for some reason. I think it's just nerves, right? That cause you to do that. Oh, Shaheen! Ah! Wow. That's gotta hurt. And it's demoralizing when you get it that far to the last one and it drops and you gotta start all over again. Mitch, oh. I don't know. Joe looks like he's locked in. Yeah, but Mary doesn't look like she's got a lot in the tank. Star looks like she's not in it. It would be interesting if Kyle pulls this out, though. Because then it would really force him to choose between his alliances. Ah, Kyle loses.
The lead has changed.
Camilla's not happy about that. Can Joe hold on to this? Because not only do you have to place it, you got to get back as well, right? It's that fly again.
As you head all the way back.
I think it really helped him having that sweatband on because he hadn't had to worry about it getting in his face. Shaheen's got the band on as well. I mean, look at this sweat just glistening on. Yeah, those flies. You just got to tell them to get lost. You just don't pay attention to them. This is interesting editing. They're trying to show us exactly what kind of focus and intensity is required here.
That platform. Hold it for a count of 3.
Hold it, get on the platform and hold it for a count of 3. One foot, Joe. Joe's got it. Wow. And he had those flies just continuing to buzz him. Joe gets the immunity. It'll have to be an interesting deliberation here. Okay. So he's talking about winning the challenge is kind of like slinking around the house after you put the kids to sleep. That's an interesting analogy. Not like try not to wake them up kind of thing. So, what has to happen in this deliberation now? Deliberation starts at 45 minutes. You got to take Eva, Shaheen, or Kyle.
I know.
That Mitch isn't buying the pitch that you guys tried to sell him. And it looks like Mitch is blowing that game up. So Mitch's calculus is that he can trust Joe Shaheen, and Star's not having it.
I just don't trust.
So Mitch has bought the
I just
final
can't
6
do it.
deal. Okay, so do you got another play?
Then we would just get it. Okay. Yeah. Mary was like, "Are you down to get?"
Is this the time to get Kyle? No. Okay, well then tell her that. Tell her that, Camilla. Because you're going to come up with something. Otherwise, you four are not going to... So Camilla's off the Mary bandwagon as well. Looks like it's going to be Mary going home.
This point that Camilla and Mitch are not working with me and Star.
Yeah. Okay. You got to figure out some kind of a plan here then.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
And I have to do this.
Yeah, you got to play your shot in the dark. That'll spice it up a little bit if you hit. But basically, they're just saying here that if Star doesn't go home, then it'll be... Or sorry, if Mary doesn't go home, then it'll be Star. And if Star doesn't go home, then it'll be Mary. There's no chance of anybody else going home.
I think Star is better tonight.
That's like the last play that she has in her...
Star is a threat because
It does look like it's going to be down to Star or Mary. I don't know if they will try to split the vote. It's possible. What is this? Here's her rap. Okay, this is fun. I don't want Mary to go home, though. I want her to have at least one more chance to try to make a pitch. I think they're playing this song here for Star, because this is her swan song. Why are you shocked, Joe? Everybody's going to be coming out between you two.
Not going to win any immunities anytime soon, I don't think.
How much do they have to vote her?
Then you know what? Between Mary and Star, this is what you should do. Okay, we're going to throw somebody's name on the final four, the big four, and we're going to try to start to rock the boat. Because if I'm going home, then we're going to give you a card to play next. Here we go. Tribal, 53 minutes and 40 seconds. Ah, the members of the jury. Let's see how David looks all cleaned up. Got a fresh shave. Although, you know, guys, you just sent David home, and now you're going to send, and David and Mary were tight. So now you send home Mary. You're sending a clear message to that jury that
Joe won his third. But what is going on back at camp?
Mhm. Yeah. To the Godfather.
I love that you forgot because it's a great reminder that it really is hard to hold a thought.
Did you see those words that Probst said there? If you're paranoid, you're out. And they showed a shot of David, because David was paranoid, right?
That's fine, but paranoia, I don't have time for paranoia in this game.
I'd like to see Mary go one more week here to see if she can scramble, see if her and Camilla can come up with something. But Camilla has got to do something. Otherwise, it's going to be Mary. If Star goes home this week, it'll be then Mary next week. Then it'll be Camilla this last after that. Yeah. Who you're gonna?
It's worthy, and you can use me as a number.
Everybody, we are writing your name down. You should play your shot in the dark.
It doesn't look like somebody's going to play the shot in the dark because there's not that much time because they would have to vote by now. And because there would be a revote. It looks like it's going to be a pretty straightforward vote. And I'm guessing that it's going to be Mary because of that last conversation that Joe had. Because it looks like Joe is the one that is really calling the shots. He was able to change Shaheen's mind there about it being Star. Mary wrote star. Look at that look on David's face. He's holding a little bit of bitterness there, right? Either she played the shot in the dark and it's going to come up bust. Because it doesn't look like they voted anybody else's names besides Mary and Star. So even if, let's say they all voted for Star and Star played it and won, Star still wrote down Mary's name, so Mary would go home. No. She didn't play the shot in the dark. One star. It's 4 to go home. Or 5, right? So this is where... So it's going to be Star. No? Wow. That's weird. This will tell us. It's Star. Okay, so it's Star.
3 votes Mary, 1 vote left. Fourth member of our jury, Star. Need to bring me your torch?
Okay. So the 3 votes Mary were Mitch, Camilla, and Stars, right? And that's why we also heard her song there too. The editors were giving her a send-off. Star should not have given up her idol to Eva. That was a big mistake in her game. You found the clue. She solved it, but you don't give up an idol. You don't do that. All right. I want to see an auction. We're how many episodes left? 3 episodes left. I want to see an auction. 11, 12, 13. Unless they split the final into 2 episodes again. I want to see an auction. All right. What did you guys think of this episode? There was definitely the potential there for them to scramble to try to make a play, to get the big 4, to get at Shaheen, Joe, Eva, and Kyle. There was a chance there, but those other 4 just couldn't work together. There was too much animosity that Mitch had towards everybody. Mitch had too much animosity to Mary and Star. Excuse me. All right. Let's just take a look at the next week and just get the confirmation of who voted for who. Then I'll let you know what's coming up on the channel. I'm working tomorrow all day long, so there will be no movie news show tomorrow. We did it this week on Monday. Next time. Oh, no, next time. Okay.
Show.ca, that spot.
Episode.
All right.
I don't want to hurt people.
Mary? So it looks like there's a scramble. Eva went star. Shaheen went star. Kyle wrote star. And Joe wrote star. So Joe's last pitch there to switch it to Mary was just for us to... Oh, but Mitch wrote Mary. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's it. Okay. Good episode. So, guys, I guess I have to blur out star. There we go. Up on the top there. Coming up on the channel later on, I'm going to be publishing episodes 5 and 6, quick reviews of Andor. We are currently watching Andor. Hey, if you like this kind of stuff, we are watching Andor Season 2. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 are up on the full-length reviews are up on the channel right now. Just the quick reviews, the shorts for the shorts shelf they'll be coming out later on today, because later on today I will be heading to the theater to see Thunderbolts. I'm scheduled to see it in 3D. I'm seeing the 3D. I don't know why 3D is on this. This is a movie that didn't scream 3D for me for some reason. But this is it feels like a desperate attempt for the theaters to try to get as much cheddar as they can out of our pockets. I'm seeing it at 3:20. So, and then I've got a presser that I have to go to after that. So I'll try to get my straight out of the theater reaction report, my shorts report up probably around 10:30 tonight. So that's when that'll be up, because I'm working all day tomorrow. And then I want to do a formal full-length review. Maybe I'll be able to do that in the morning tomorrow, my full-length Thunderbolts. That'll be up on the channels tomorrow. I don't think this will require spoiler discussion. We'll have to see. All right, let's see if there's any trailers that dropped. I don't think that there is. Otherwise, they would have been out by now. So, just refreshing my feed. Everything's got to go. Everything's going to be great trailer. Sorry baby trailer. No, nothing really big. All right, guys, that's it for me. Join us next week for more Survivor right here on the channel, and or if you like that kind of stuff. You're watching Mirror Domains.